Good morning. It's Monday, July 17th, and that means two things. It's actually weird to have strong opinions about light bulbs. Just gut check for everyone. It's also time for the lighting industry news brief, and it's brought to you by the XFit traditional slim wall pack from Keystone Tech. Well, you know what it is? Well, it's traditionally shaped. Length, width. It is going to go on your wall, and you're not going to notice that something is differently shaped there. Used to be there. But it's thinner, maybe half the width of your average wall pack, but the slimness doesn't compromise power. That's 17,000 lumens pushing out, and you can still get access to the driver, so your maintenance is easy. That is KeystoneTech.com. Look good, stay bright, and, save some time putting this together. Into the news, the Department of Energy is funding local rare earths extraction and production with $32 million in funds to help coal and coal byproducts into useful material for making semiconductors. The DoE is also funding energy code adoption with $90 million to help state and local govs improve building energy regs. The IEEE has set a standard for Li-Fi, so as of now, anything that uses the 802.11 EE standard will work with each other to transmit data via visible light, and that's pretty cool. The UL has updated their standards with their mid-year update, altering requirements on emergency lighting, germicidal UV, retrofit kits, and horticultural kits. Check your products. Energy Star has released another draft of their new downlight spec. Written comments will be accepted on this draft until the 28th. The UL has also bought Healthy Buildings International. This is a UK air testing company. Electric Supply has bought Frontier Lighting. Electric Supply is a PE-backed distro group, and Frontier has 3 locations around Tampa, Florida. Lucetta joins the Vantage Fixture Alliance. The ESG has bought by Oak Tree Capital, Indiana-based energy group, now PE-funded. Turtle & Hughes is expanding in Texas, adding 40,000 square feet in Austin. We have some progress on the Canadian port strike. Union and employer, however, have reached a tentative deal. We'll see how that goes. Isabella Guzman, the federal small business administrator, is touring Penn Globe, the oldest outdoor lighting company. KKR is selling its stake in NVC Lighting. They're working to divest 70% of their ownership in the Chinese lighting business. The DoE, back again, recognizing 17 school districts with their Efficient and Healthy Schools campaign, highlighting recent retrofits and projects. Bega, they're an outdoor lighting company. They're getting into furniture. Outdoor furniture, obviously. So sync that up. Sonon has announced their first half earnings. Demand is slowing and the revenues are down 15%. Wild now has formal membership program. Women in Lighting Design is offering 5 categories of membership and outlined their benefits. The Energy Design Services System has partnered with Kathy Ireland. This is a new lighting licensing deal for lighting. And the International Association of Electrical Inspectors has changed their name to the Independent Alliance of the Electrical Industry. Nailed approves of this sort of name change. We can empathize with that. Daylight Awards are open for nomination with a €100,000 prize for architecture and research in daylighting. The ETC student mentees have been named, so congrats to the 12 undergrads for getting in. AAA Roofing has bought Natural Lighting. One's a roofing company in New Mexico, the other's a skylight company in New Mexico. That's all we know. And Steelite, a hospitality lighting company, has bought Delphin, a company that makes food service equipment. Just let you know. And Rep Agency used DSIL Rep Alexandria Molding in the Pacific Northwest, and Acuity is switching to SDLA in Hawaii. In legal news, Restoration Hardware has secured an injunction on web retailers selling alleged knockoff fixtures. And Coquitlam School District has sued a former manager over fake invoicing. The BC School District is claiming that a bunch of HVAC and lighting service requests were purchased fraudulently, and then, the funds were used inappropriately. In events news, on August 22nd to 23rd, the SPIE is holding a 3D printing and lighting conference with keynotes from the LRC. We have a webinar on automated fault detection and diagnostics on the 27th from PNNL. July 18th through 19th, we have a Zoom event from the Energy and Environment Leader Summit. This is on sustainability. And NY Controlled is open for exhibitor registration. This event is in November, but you can buy a booth right now. In IoT news, Lumen Radio has bought Radio Crafts, Honeywell has bought Scudda Fence, and Harbor Capital has bought a big stake in Silicon Labs. In market predictions, we have $1 billion for boat lighting. We have smart city radar sensors market to grow by 12%, 5% gains in argon gases, not quite $10 billion for IoT microcontrollers, $16 billion in medical lighting tech business, $272 billion in energy retrofit systems, $59 billion for ESCOs. We have $121 billion in interior lighting, 25% growth in outdoor solar LED, and we will see 5G IoT connections expand by 800% in the next 5 years. In R&D, Hangzhou City University has found that 40 Hz light flicker can help with a number of conditions, including depression and memory loss. There you go. UBC Okanagan has built a organic bioluminescent illumination device. There you go. And Crystal IS, a Japanese company, has set a new record for power output on a UVC LED. That's a germicidal lamp pushing out 160 milliwatts on just one chip. In darkness news, Dark Sky has published their annual Allen report, adding and indexing 437 new research pieces in Allen-related research. Lumileds has built an LED chip that is only 2% blue, specifically citing the need for reducing light disruption at night. 16 people in a very small study have found that their depression systems were reduced after staying up all night. We'll see if that goes anywhere. Marco Island, Florida has begun asking their police department to patrol for turtle safety. Palm Beach has been sued by a private group over turtle health concerns. Scottsdale Unified School District has settled their light pollution suit. They had a baseball field with some very big lighting, and the locals were not happy, but they've reached a compromise. It's quite good. Cedar Rapids Country Club is curbing their light pollution. All of their exterior lighting will run on motion sensors going forward. Urban Columbia is getting brighter by the year, and Cody, Wyoming is struggling with a proposed Mormon temple that would have a great deal of uplighting. In horticultural news, Solom is growing better flowers, Universidad de Lisboa is growing better microgreens, and Niagara College is about to build a new greenhouse. It's a very impressive horticultural lab going in. In recommended reading, all this on nailed.org, we have a case study of Walmart going LED across the entire distribution network and store network. We have the 5 best practices for lighting controls, an interview with the CEO of Applied UV, a complete guide to garden lights, switching to LED in your greenhouse, how the IoT can join circularity, 5 ways to illuminate an art gallery, how sound on film worked, how a light bulb can project sound, old school movie magic. We have the 5 riskiest IoT devices right now, an interview with Stephen Zhou from McWong, and how to get into lighting as a career. I think we all know how to do that. Mine was completely by accident. How about you? In local news, Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin has their students are raising funds for an LED retrofit to their high school. Memphis, Tennessee will swap out more than 77,000 streetlights by the end of the year. Vegas Vic is now up to code. Allen County, Indiana has completed $65 million in park projects. Ottumwa, Iowa is considering more lighting near a courthouse. Hurricane Sally recovery packages in Florida include hybrid solar lighting. Hunterton, New Jersey library retrofits are saving $120,000 a year. Sioux Center Health in Iowa has secured a utility rebate. Laurel, Mississippi has $25 million in grants to spend. Massachusetts is expanding their energy programs. Boston is beginning to offer tax incentives for offices to convert to residences. Missouri's Department of Natural Resources is resuming energy loans for schools, hospitals, and municipalities. Franklin County, Pennsylvania will decide if historic district needs historic lamps to go with it. And 2 Waterloo, Ontario electrical supply stores have been burgled. The burglars in question were after copper wire and smoke detectors. One's a little more normal than the other, but there you go. In international news, Glamox has lit the largest onshore wind farm. France is beginning public consultations on street lighting after a year of energy sobriety programs that have saved about 11% in energy use by keeping lights off at night. National Archaeological Museum of Naples opens an exhibition on artificial lighting in ancient Rome. And Spinneys, a supermarket chain, is expanding their collaboration to relight the city of Beirut. In People News, Mike Clifford is now the GM at Anatel. Mark D. Kingdom is now on the BOD of Scott's Miracle-Gro. Drummond Orange North America has a new advisory board. Jane White is now Legrand's Diversity and Engagement Chief. Not telling you how to do your job, but I reconsider using the word chief in your job title. Alberta Ugeti is an EVP and CO at UL Solutions. We have a new BOD at Elliott Electric Supply. Bob Bonacci is the president of Fine Line. Edwin Rubol will lead collections at Fagerholt. Michael Ross has been promoted to a regional sales manager at Tubelight. And Led Vance has picked Tobias Metsch as the sales manager for Germany. In things you can make, cool little robot that draws things in sand. It's a little coffee table piece that has lights in it. And you can build a better VR headset by incorporating ambilights into it. Until next week, I've been Scott Walker. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the music, enjoy your time, and enjoy a Keystone technology product. Please use the link in the description. See ya.
Just wait a minute, hold the phone. If we can just freeze this moment, then we'll never go home again. Let's take a ride, there's every road to Rome. With the sea breeze to lead us, then we'll never go home again. Just take your time, and please take mine. Just take your time, and please take mine. Just take a little, I'll burn the light. My life is in your hands, I don't ever want the fire to stop. Just bring your pretty face and wear your best dress. Forget about the money, let's leave all this mess behind. Just take your time, and please take mine. Just take your time, and please take mine. We can call the hotel home, doesn't matter if we're all alone. No, 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 no. It's a hopeless slow dance where love is like a neon. It's a broken romance where love is like a neon. It's a hopeless romance where love is like a neon. Gotta slow this slow dance where love is like a neon. Just wait a minute, hold the phone. If we can just freeze this moment, then we'll never go home again. Then we'll never go home again. Then we'll never go home again. It's a hopeless slow dance where love is like a neon. It's a broken romance where love is like a neon.